be selfish because if the pursue come up for this this department, they're not gonna call you our doctor again. Welcome to Lifestyle Fad with Chi. So this is actually my first time of making a video on my uniform, and of course, admire. It's looking beautiful, right? Alright, today I'm here to talk about if you know you just got into medical school, you're doing any medical course, you're doing any clinical course, med lab, med rehab, medicine, nursing, up to any medical course at all. Come closer. And you just got into the school, you are just starting. Come closer. Let's have a chat. So today I'm going to be talking about, don't mind my background noise, I'm very, very sorry for this. I have class by 11 o'clock, but I said I must do this video. This is 5 minutes after 10. So I said I must do this video, but unfortunately, this is the first video that I'm doing on my uniform with you guys. So I need to talk about medical school and every rishi, the pressure, the academic validation. So I'm going to tell you one thing. This is like few months into medical school, and yeah, are things that I have seen for myself. Like I've seen it among my colleagues, I've seen it among other people, and I'm like, okay, I've been hearing it, but you know, it's a different thing entirely that you are getting to experience it for yourself. You're like, wow. So first thing I'm going to talk about is when you get into medical school, at first you enter, maybe even resumed late, and you come and you see a lot of people, especially people that are doing anatomy, physiology, all these courses that you know that they are quite vast, and a lot stuff like anatomy is very abstract, and biochemistry, of course. And you know that you need to read a lot, you need to memorize, and in most cases you are just migrating from your secondary school. Like apart from the year one, your secondary school, what you've been doing, you have your normal reading pattern, maybe you even read close to exam, you class read, you do everything, and you still make your A's, and God being so good, you are here in medical school. Welcome, this video is for you. So today I'm going to talk about first the pressure, the first stage pressure. The first stage pressure, when you resume school, you find out that at first your reading system might not be working for you here again. Your body is trying to readjust, you are trying to change your reading pattern, you are trying to understand yourself well. And now, in this whole midst of trying to change your reading pattern and understand yourself well, some people don't actually need to change their reading pattern, they just stick to it and it still works for them. But there might still be slight changes based on you have to stretch your reading or anything. And in this whole process, you are being introduced into an entirely new course. Don't get me wrong. You will tell me stuff like, oh, we did cell in secondary school. It is an advanced cell that you are doing now. You are telling your brain, this is a new thing, you need to adjust to, you need to pick up this information, especially courses like anatomy, physiology. Physiology is even relatable, but anatomy, you're still telling your brain, oh, you need to get used to this, you need to assimilate this. Please, we are chatting. I told you that my channel is communication. Like I communicate on my channel because I'm taking the advice that I'm giving to whosoever that is out there. So don't see like, oh, she's dishing out advice. I've not experienced life. Please, I've not experienced medical school, but I'm here to share my thoughts, and I know that you can relate to whatever I'm saying. So your brain is actually trying to assimilate, it's trying to get used to, familiarize with the words, with the medical terms, with the clinical terms, and then you now see another side of pressure from your classmate. This person tell you, oh, I finished upper limb, I finished lower limb, and you are there. You are still trying to. In some cases, some people they are very, very smart, they are very good. Once they read something, they pick it up immediately, and it's a done deal, right? And then you see your colleagues are like, oh, they are done with this, and you are still there trying to understand anatomical terms. Jesus, I don't know how to say this, but this is not supposed to be funny. That's when depression, first stage anxiety, stage 1 anxiety sets in. You see people reading under anxiety. At this stage of like the pressure from your colleagues, you trying to readjust your reading pattern, you trying to understand the course that you are being introduced to, you start getting anxious gradually. Your mind could just do. And then in your house, your parents have already started calling you doctor. Hey, medicine, go medicine. You're like, Jesus, am I going to fall my parents' hands? Oh, they used to call me best student in school. Oh, how am I going to, these people, what would they say? What would they say? Hey, am I going to, come and listen. I want to let you know one thing. In as much as a lot of people would believe that this video is not helpful to them, which I believe that is a lie, I'm here for people that really need this video, which is a lot of medical students. Here is the first thing I'm going to tell you. When you enter medical school, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself in the sense that allow yourself go through the process. Allow yourself go through the process. When I say allow yourself go through the process, I'm not saying don't read. I'm not saying oversleep. I'm not saying don't do this. I'm not saying. I am just saying be kind to yourself. Allow yourself learn the process, understand, and read. Allow yourself learn the. You know, the thing is that when you're not kind to yourself, you tend to pick up. You tend to emulate, you tend to follow, you tend to just do, let me just do what this person is doing. Maybe they are going for night class, make I carry my book, or make a joke. Hey, this person have finished upper limb. Hey, I'm still in chapter 1. Hey, I've not. I will tell you for a fact, be kind to yourself. When you are kind to yourself, you allow yourself to go through the process. You allow yourself to understand. Another place that being kind to yourself plays a role in is when you fail to remember what you've read. You know, in some cases when you are reading like this, you believe that, okay, I've read chapter 1, I've read chapter 2. I'm like, okay, I stood all night, I did not sleep, or maybe I slept around 3 or around 2. I covered chapter 1 and chapter 2. And then in the next morning, you are like trying to do active recall. You're trying to like ask your question, self-question, like, okay, what happens here? And you notice that in some cases your brain is blank. And you start beating yourself up and like, oh, I'm supposed to know this thing. Jesus, hey, anxiety. You're not being kind to yourself. You forgot it. You are not a robot. What are you supposed to do? Try and do active recall. Think, allow your brain to think. In some cases, you will find out that you were having a picture presentation. That period of you trying to think about it, that period of you racking your brain to help you recall something that you've read, and you finally did not recall it, my dear, go back and check. It does not make you an olodo. Stop feeling guilty conscious that you forgot something. Go back and check. Is it not better to forget it now than you forget it inside the exam hall? Forget it now and remember it inside the exam. You see that process of doing active recall, that process of going back to go and check, the thing that transpired between that process and like, oh, I tried to record this but I did not recall. Okay, what now happened? When next you try to ask yourself that question, like, okay, I asked myself this question before, so what now helped me to remember it? What helped me to record? In that way, you are more familiarized with your notes. You are more like, you are being kind to yourself. You are understanding that you can actually forget. You are not a robot. You must not know it all. You are not a robot. You will not know it. Secondly, the next thing I'm going to talk about is pressure from classmates. I'm going to tell you this thing for a fact. Medical students are so obsessed with academic validation at the early stage more than the medicine itself. They are so obsessed with, let them say, oh, I sabi book, let them say, oh, I'm moving stuffs, than knowing it, like than learning the process, than even than the process itself. Like that, they are so obsessed with people saying that they know book. They are so obsessed with challengings, like, oh, hey, come to class, they will palpate you, they will shake you, they will do this one, and then you yourself, you have not even gone past chapter 3. In some cases, don't get it twisted. Those things can motivate you, right? I don't know why my hair is messing up. Those things can motivate you, but in most cases, it could be negative motivation. And before you get it, it has, like, time has passed. So this video is to capture your attention now. I want to let you know something. Someone being able to stretch their reading time is a good thing, right? It should motivate you, but don't dwell on the part that they are telling you that they have read this, because your reading pattern, your method of assimilation is different from their own method of assimilation. And if you understand yourself and your reading pattern, stick to it. Find yourself and stick to it. Don't be looking at, oh, this person have covered, oh, this person have gone, oh, this person have done this one, oh, this person seeking academic advice, so that people will say, oh, it's a big book. The most important thing at the end of the day is to do what, become a good doctor. And the more you advance, you see that when you ask medical students that are in 600 level, you'll be like, mommy, I just want passing. Don't get it twisted. Academic excellence is very, very good. In fact, I will encourage anybody to try towards academic excellence. But don't let it be that the motivation or the drive behind you reading is because you are seeing somebody reading, because you might not be getting it right. For me, I just believe that. I was talking with one of my friends, and she was like, oh, I was asking her, okay, how do you study? How do you go about it? And she said in some days that when she feels like she has the energy and she feels like she can stretch, then why not? She fires. So what I'm trying to say is that the truth is, your energy will not always be 100% for you to overdo. But it's when you feel like you have the energy to overdo, why not? So the next thing I'm going to talk about is ask questions. The fact that you ask questions does not make you an olodo. Yes, the fact that you ask someone to explain something that you think everybody should know as far they should know it does not make you an olodo. Ask questions if you have to. You are not Aristotle. Everybody has their own area. Ask questions. Then next thing I'm going to talk about is have friends outside of medicine, guys. This one, medical students, they need to hammer it inside people's head. Have friends outside of medicine. You need people in your life that are not telling you how to improve and how to double task and how to sit down 12 hours and study. You need people that will come and tell you, babe, chill. You need people that will bring other gist about life into you and make you feel good. You need people that will talk about something different from academic yada yada. You need people that talk about something different from academics. So have friends outside medicine. I don't know, but I do have, so that when I am ranting to them, they are there to calm my nerves. They also need friends that are in the process, that understand what you guys are doing, because at the end of the day, you need a balance between all these things, right? You need friends that know what the course entails. Those ones that at the end of the day, somehow they sure need to put you in check when you are over relaxing or so reluctant, and you're like, nah, no, do this thing again. I know if God's going to make it happen. You need those people to tell you, okay, babe, take it easy. Go and do it this way. Where are you having difficulty in? Have you read it this way? Have you read this textbook? This place explains this better. Have you seen this video? You need people like that also. Specifically, I will recommend your immediate seniors, because their brain is still fresh. Don't get me wrong, you can have people that are very, very much ahead of you, but your immediate seniors, they understand the course curriculum. It's still the same curriculum that you guys are using. They know very well. Their brain is fresh because it has not been long they did that. And at the end of the day, if you have someone that is good enough, that have your interests aside, and they are following up with you to check up if you are reading, if you are studying, asking questions, and telling you some stuff, or how they went about, how the pattern of the question and everything, is a huge bonus. So the next thing I'm going to talk about, please, God. My time is, I'm running out of time. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is, you know, the moment you enter medical school, everybody, like, when you start distancing and like, maybe when you start like, maybe people that you used to talk with, used to give attentions to, you gradually stop giving them attention. I understand. Sometimes you feel very guilty conscious, and especially when they don't understand and they're like, oh, what is she for me? She's feeling messy. Me, if I used to say like that, I used to talk like that before. When I had friends, I used to be like, I sent this person a message. The person have not replied 1 week ago. Don't get it twisted. Everybody's energy is different. But in some cases, when you feel like you are still trying to find your feet. Remember, this video is specifically for people that are just entered medical school. Please, you're still trying to find your feet. You're still trying to manage your time. If you have to be very selfish with your time, be selfish, because if the push come up for this department, they're not gonna call you our doctor again. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is, my dear, you see that moment you are reading and people are like, hey, me, I don't even read this part. This part no go come out and lie. Read them. Read everything. He come out, he no come out, he no concern them. They read them, they know read them, he no concern you. Because at the end of the day, now you and your table and your desk or your chair and your biro go sit down inside MBBS exam, they write. So if you think that you need to read something, read it. Those people are not going to be there to come and write it for you in the exam hall. So I don't even know why you need to listen to them saying, oh, I not read this part, or you no go come out. You feel like you need to read it. Don't believe anybody telling you, oh, I never read this thing, I never study. There's something that it used to freak me out, or used to make me pissed about medical students, is the fact that everybody lies. Like, there's always this thing about people trying to deceive people, or tell them that, or make it look as if they are not studying when they are actually studying. I don't know if it's a thing. I don't know why it's a thing, because it is actually a thing, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't feel the reason why someone should be lying about studying, lying about studying a particular thing. You rather just shut up if you don't know what to say, or if you don't want to sound proud or anything. Just close your mouth. Just shut the fuck up. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is remove fear from your body, guy. I was speaking with one of my friends, and I was telling them, like, when they were writing their 4th MB, I was like, oh God, I know say I no go fear session. People will not fear, you know. One of them now said, no, that's not the case. We're not talking about failure here. We know that we will pass. The only thing is, how good are we passing? And it clicked. We will pass. The only thing is, how well are we passing? So one thing I want to drop with you today as a medical student is remove fear from your body. Alright, my time is off. I don't know when next I'm doing this video for you guys. So this is Lifestyle and Fat with Chisom, and it's not every time I'm going to be talking about medical school. So see you next time. Please subscribe to my channel, share my videos. You are welcome. This channel is a channel where people express their fears, their fears, experience, and grow from it. And it's not a channel where we live on fantasies. We talk real things here. See you next time. Bye.